No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Scarlet Knights offense will get the first crack at it here. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning the national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Took a shot as he threw. And it's incomplete on third down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
They have it first down at the 41-yard line. Fakes to grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's take a big-picture program perspective on Rutgers. The portal can work wonders if you have specific... Turning it on! Gets it past the marker. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down. Crosses to 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. He'll do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Scarlet Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll pull it on the read. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Scarlet Knights are threatening on 1st and goal. Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
Off the boot, looking for his man. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open spaces. He's now up to 58 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Off the play fake on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
The Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He now has 80 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can...
Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Big fella moving. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Middle Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for a big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The hand to the running back. Breaks the tackle. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. You got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Lowers those pads. He's got 93 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Wow, the this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse...
There he goes. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Zips it out to his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Pressure is a privilege. Like when you get elite.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Turns it loose. And he's got it inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got him. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
How about the defense bowing up, making 2 big plays back-to-back, 2nd and goal, sack, 3rd and goal, sack. Nice job by the defense, not giving up. They gave up some yards, but they didn't break in the end.
And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this that just, I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes the guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy is just an absolute headache.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. There he goes. Open it up. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on it.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll immediately call timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll keep it himself. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires deep toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this second half. Rumbles ahead for a pickup for 5 to the 29.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys...
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wake Forest packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Deeks Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in Winston-Salem. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, he thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll go to the fullback. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Buck. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Looking for a man. It's Canty. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Punts it out of the air. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Working the middle, it's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. To the ground with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Canty. Safe completion on the screen. Still running at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Handoff to the fullback. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Snags it quickly on the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, that dude has some jets. They run the read play, forget handing the football off. He takes off, and he is a running back in open field, chewing up yards. Nice big play by that young man.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Eastern Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over Kennesaw State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Here's a heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Canty. Bringing the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Offense working from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. Oh, they're after him. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat.
Going deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. They boot it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The corners are walked up tight. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. Takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. When you've got a veteran behind center as they have, he has to produce more than he has in this one. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to pass. It's Coffee. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Fires to the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. At the 35, he's got room. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Buck. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Keeps it on the bootleg. It's complete to the right. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. He'll keep it on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Scarlet Knights are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Slithers into space. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that lap.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football and keep running the clock.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Akron rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got nothing on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. It's picked off and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Looking for a huge play. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They want that clock to run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And you know this coaching staff was hoping for more from their senior quarterback. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle. And you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I'll tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense.
Into the secondary on the right. The 30. At the 20. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from his own end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Give to the big fullback. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.